Today we're going to talk about many, much, a lot of, lots of, a lot, which is the same thing. The only difference is that of is used only when it is followed by a noun. So a lot of books. The same thing, lots of books. While we say there were a lot. So when there is no other noun after that, then there is no of. How many and how much? First of all, we use much for uncountable nouns. So we say there isn't much coffee, there isn't much sugar, there isn't much milk, and so on. So only for uncountable nouns. Meanwhile, when we use many, it has to be a countable noun coming after it. So there are many books, because we can count them. There are many phones, many pencils, and so on. While when we use a lot, we can use it when after a lot can come an uncountable or a countable noun. So for all those students who are not sure whether they have countable or uncountable noun, once you use a lot or lots, which is more informal, you are always correct. Because a lot can be used for all types of nouns. The same thing, lots, which sounds a bit more informal. When it comes to how, as a word in itself, it means like in what way. Many, we already said, like a lot of things for countable nouns, but when they are together, how many, there is a complete difference in meaning. How many means what is the amount of these countable nouns. So it's only used for countable nouns. Again, the idea of how much, what is the exact amount, but for uncountable nouns. So we say how many books for countable, but how much sugar. Not much for an uncountable, not too much or not that much. Not too much, not that much, and not much are roughly the same thing. Okay, the mistake that students make is that they use too much when talking about countable nouns. Do not use too much, use a lot instead of too much. You only use too much for uncountable nouns, but only when you overdo something, when there is much more than you need, much more than it is enough. So it is, use it quite rarely, let's say. Do not use it very often. Use a lot instead. When there are much more than they are needed, then you can use too much or too many for uncountable and countable nouns. Now, let's see a few examples. I don't have much homework. Homework is uncountable. Homeworks does not exist, so there is never an S at the end of homework. I don't have any homework. Now, what is the difference between sentence A, this first and the second sentence? When we say I don't have much homework, we are not saying we don't have any at all. We are saying there is very little homework I have. While in the second one, I don't have any homework, we're implying I haven't got any at all. Zero. Do you have much homework? A question. That means I know that you have some homework, but is it a lot or not? While the other one, do you have any homework, implies like, is there anything at all? Because I have no idea. Homework is an uncountable noun. It does not take S in the end. We've already mentioned that. I have some grapes. It has to be with an S. Otherwise, if it's not an S, it means just one grape. Do you have a lot of or many grapes? Both are correct. Would you like some grapes? Is an offer, so we use some, not any. I'd like some grapes, please. A positive sentence. Can I have some grapes, please? It's a request. Again, we use some. How much grapes would you like? It's uncountable. And how many carrots do you want? Countable.